Alright, so we're at the next trailer here, and this is a park model. So I'm going to show you a little trick. So we're about to cut our next piece of pipe, which I already showed you guys this trick already, but look at this. This is a great place to work from, whether you're bending rebar or cutting pipe. Next week we'll show you how to bend rebar using your reese hitch. Yeah, isn't that handy? Keep one of these in your truck, especially if you off-road. There we go, we got our next pipe. Take you guys for a quick walk here. So if you watch the previous trailer install video, you'll see exactly what we did. So we're bringing the cable up to the top here. So we're going to bring the cable around to the side there because the customer requested it on the side, and it'll look much nicer over there rather than on the face, because we're being very careful in this one. We bring the wire down, as you can see, tucked into that nice space there where it's out of the way and no extra holes or clips, and then under to the skirting. So we're bringing the wire under the skirting here. On the corner here, we can tuck it up and in, but there's some sharp edges there, so we're just being extra cautious here. And we're putting our service loop hidden on this side where nobody's going to see it. That way it's not up at the top, but it's not at the end. So now, oh, and thank you by the way. All right. So now we'll go around to the side here. And this is a Kropf brand mobile home. So anybody who's doing installs with Kropf, this will save your bacon. So as you can see here, the skirting carries along. So we haven't tidied the cable here yet. We're going to zip tie it, and we're going to leave it in a very tidy loop tucked up under the skirting so that it's clean. We're carrying along the skirting here. And then once again, we're using the bismuth, the white bismuth, the caulk. We're just popping out. And right here is the hot water tank. Okay. So as you can see, we bring it in through the door frame so we're not affecting any of the siding. And then bring it up under the cupboards. And there are plugs under the kitchen sink here which we can use temporarily. Otherwise, we need to get the electrician to install a plug here for us, or find another spot where the customer wants it installed. But this is the most unobtrusive way that we can find into the trailers. There's a little bit of sawdust here. Just gonna throw the sawdust away and put the plastic in my pocket, because plastic doesn't biodegrade. Clean up after yourselves. If you don't, you suck. There we go. All right, so that's that. Remember, mice get in, so you want to seal it up well. Lock it up when you're done. Make sure the customer locks it for you. And that's the outside part. We'll show you the inside part in just a second. So now here's where the cable is inside. So if you look under the sink here, so we'll open up the sink, and you can see right next to it, we've got the Cat 5 right here. So what we do is right in here, behind the sink, you can see that there's some plugs there for some LED lights. So we're just going to install the router there temporarily until we can get a permanent plug fixed in place. And it's pretty much as simple as that. They'll have full access to their Wi-Fi through the whole trailer. Alright, okay, back outside. I'm going to get Thomas is inside getting everything ready, so I'm going to go and plug this guy in on the roof while he's getting prepped. And I'll come back and put the mount on here in a minute. Okay, so we just got enough cable to come around the side here, make it nice and pretty. That's the idea here. So I'm going to plug this in so that he can get his work done. So double check the end. Everything looks beautiful. Alright. And if you want to kill the radio, leave it upside down like this so that rain can get into it. Haha. No. Alright, let's go down and get the equipment that we need to mount it to the side of the building. That's gonna be, it's gonna go right about there. It's gonna be perfect. Okay. There we go. Minimum 3 points of contact, folks. Don't break any labor laws, because you might die. Okay, so let's go back over here and get our step bit. Okay, step bit, where are you hiding? I'm not making anybody sick right now. My crazy cinematography. The mad cinematography skills. Alright. Here's my step bit. Alright. Let's do this again. Sorry? Oh yeah.
So it would be black or not?
Yeah. White survives sunlight better.
Yes. I do interior design, so I'm like fussy.
Oh, okay. It's I'm old school. You know what? Like when I was taught how to do all this stuff, I was trained by an old bell technician. And if I did anything wrong, I get cuffed upside the head. And it was in a loving way, or I got chewed out. So I got taught about etiquette and craftsmanship and pride in my work.
That's great.
And so we're trying to pass that on to the newer generations, hence by making videos like this, that you're actually the second video we're doing, because you've got the newer trailer.
Yes.
And we just did an older trailer, which already had a hole in it, which we just used that. But the idea is that there's a lot of people, smaller companies now that are doing high-speed internet, and it's because the big companies just don't have any heart anymore.
Right.
And their craftsmanship's terrible. Bell, Shaw, Rogers, Xplornet, they all just, whatever, they need us so we can get away with doing whatever we want now. They don't even hide it. So smaller companies like us are coming in, and we're filling the gap for the communities. And we don't have the power or sway or financial abilities that these larger companies have, but at least we're offering better service and take more pride in our work. But they still need training videos. Alright, so here we go. We're doing the final mount for this guy here.
Oh, really? Wow.
There we go. And what I may just do here, I'm going to just scoot around the side here.
How's it look up there while you're up there, Sarah? See anything untoward?
No, it looks pretty good actually. There's some twigs up here.
But otherwise good?
I don't see anything I would be concerned
Because it's just 2
with.
years old, so my husband hasn't been up here yet.
Oh, well then it shouldn't be broken.
Got that right.
Alright, so first screw. Let's see here. And we will put you up top. Let's verify where the cable's going to reach to. We're going to be up right there. That's perfect. It'll look right there. Let's get
So where the screw goes in, it gets like caulked and stuff?
this here is under the overhang, and with where the screw is, the water shouldn't get into it. We're pretty cautious about that. That's why we don't like going into trailers, of course. Right there. So I got the zip ties on here now. Put the second screw in there. There we go.
It'll catch the signal, no problem.
It should be fine, and if the signal strength isn't great, we can just change it over for a bigger radio, because this is only the base model. This is just the smallest radio that there is. We're trying to keep them as small as possible so that they're not obtrusive, right?
Are they like these guys, or are they bigger over there?
Oh no, you guys are all pretty much the same. We haven't had to use any bigger radios yet, so. Like, they get as big as, like, there's one that's like that, and then the next model up is a dish, which doesn't actually point up. It's a parabolic dish, so it's got a strong signal to where it's connecting to. Oh, Firefly. Cool. There we go. Point this to where it's going to permanently go, and now finish tightening the screws up. Let's pop this guy in here. There we go. We got to make sure not to strip them. Perfect. And that is where she goes. Perfect. That's all there is to it. She's nice and clean. We got, we'll double check our wire here.
So we're heading to my dad's house?
Yep. We're gonna go by one customer's place first.